Hey everybody, welcome to the Pistrino Show. Today we're going to give an update on this beast. It's getting close to being done, so basically I'm waiting on one connector, and when that connector gets done I can install it, put the panels on it, put the wheels and tires on her, and she'll be done. I might even put the wheels and tires on it today, so we will see. You'll see pictures of that in my Instagram if I do it today. So let's get started. First I want to show you all the stuff I've done to it since last time. Last time I had these lights on it. So I've got these lights, I've got a front light, and I got a rear light right back here. So 4 lights, very bright. They do strobe light and stuff like that, so kind of cool. All the wires that were ran are covered in the black sheathing. You can see even on the power button, I'm actually going to mount on the underside of the roof. So once the panel gets put in there, I will put that right there, and you'll have a power button really close that you can touch whenever you need it. So that's where the power button will go. I guess if we move to the other side, you'll see more of the wire routing. So you can see everything comes to this cluster right here. This is where I have all the switches for the lights. They're all connected to my radio with different channels, so I can turn on the headlight without turning on anything else. I can turn on the rear light, or I can turn these lights on. So there's 3 different light sources from the electronic side that I can turn on and off at any time. As you can see, all the black wire covering, all of it's covered until you get to right here. This will be covered by a panel. You'll not even know that that's there, so that'll be good. I also have my voltage regulator from NSDRC in here, and this will go to the one connector that I'm missing. It's the 90 to 90 with a JST coming off of it. That way I can have an inline JST connector for my voltage regulator, which and then powers the servos. So these are all direct power servos. So I know this setup works. I tried it last night. Everything seems to be going good. I left it on for quite a while. Nothing got hot. So I'm pretty excited about it. You can tell by my voice, right? My monotone, boring voice. Anyway, so all the wiring's done. One thing I will show you, this is the Vitavon battery box that they had up on top. I had to remove that so I could run my two 6S batteries. And then I put my receiver in here, and this is underneath the floor, actually mounted to the floor that I had made by Beast Mode RC. So everything goes into this box. It's watertight. But this is not a water rig. I mean, I've got all these switches for the lights themselves just hanging out. I don't have anywhere to enclose those. I mean, I could put another box next to it, and maybe in the future, one day, I'll do something like that. But another thing is the antennas. It's got 2 antennas, so I ran one out this side and one out this side. You can see it's ready to go right there. Be a cover on it here so you won't see it. What else? So everything's wired. Receivers connected to the radio. I've got the radio programmed for 4-wheel steering. That works. Once I get that little connector for the JST, she'll be ready to go. So I make all my connectors except the inline connectors. I'm not sure if they cut off the ends of the connectors or what, but they're able to put it all in a little shrink wrap casing, and I can't do that. I don't have that size shrink wrap, and not shrink wrap, but you know what I'm talking about. But if I were to do it, I was gonna do it yesterday. I put it all together and it was like this long and just was gonna look ugly. So I decided to order one, and it should be here, I don't know, next week, I think, something like that. So today's task is one, getting this wheel mounted up on the tire. Let's scoot this up so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So I gotta mount this wheel up. I've got so here's what it's gonna look like. It's a Mickey Thompson Baja Pro X made by Proline. I've got these same tires on my Red Cat Ascent, but look at these are gonna look pretty wicked. And since it's so long, I wanted to extend it, so I got these 10mm extensions that I'll put in here. Replace this piece, and that'll stick them out just a little bit further. And then it's going to be a monstrous vehicle. So I think I probably will put these on today, just so I can see it and take some pictures. So we're getting ready to wrap this guy up. What else do I have? Got my little parts box here. Oh, another thing I did. So you see, I did have Align straps in here, but then I found these Apex RC products, and here's why I put them in here. Rubber. So these are lined in rubber, and they will actually hold on to the battery, not allowing it to move. Now, putting the strap on, tightening it down, that makes it pretty sturdy. But moving this direction could be a problem for my setup, but not now with these rubber. I mean, that's pretty cool. This rubber is holding it down. And of course, all of them are that way, so it'll have 2 rubber patches on each battery, so very unlikely that it's gonna go anywhere. And that's why I switched straps. What else? So straps. Oh, Bluetooth connector is right here. That works. I've set up the ESC via Bluetooth, so that's awesome. I have these shiny aluminum hexes, but I mean, they're no different. Other than being shiny, they're no different than what's on there. So I'll just leave those off. And then we got the roof. That is chameleon. It will change colors. And then we got the side panels. But you can see once that's on, you won't see any of the wiring. See if I can get you to see some of the colors. It's teal in some angles, and then it's dark blue to really dark purple. Anyway, it's going to be different. And then I still got to put my stickers on here. You know I love my stickers, so once these are mounted, I'll throw some sponsor stickers on there. And then my box is empty. That's it. You guys, I already showed you that I put the SAMX lower shock mounts on there. Not mounts, but cups. And I said these were plastic. These are not plastic. They're aluminum, but they weigh 1/6 of what these weigh, I think. Somewhere in that area. So yeah, so wheels, tires, battery mount, or wheels, tires go on. Then all we have is the body panels and that one connector that goes right here. And this baby's ready to run. So if you have any questions about this build, please comment below. And I will answer whatever I can. I mean, I built it from the ground up, so I should know just about everything on it. Yeah, so trying to think if there's any issues with anything. The only issue I had with the entire build was the front shocks. The location I wanted, the top cap would hit against the other part of the mount. So I put a 3mm spacer in there. I don't know if you can see that or not. 3mm spacer. That pushed it this way a little bit, and then it doesn't touch anything. So that's perfect. Other than that, it went together like easy. Yeah, I can't think of. I mean, the worst thing to do is all the wiring. And, you know, I did the best I could on that. I did the same style wire job on my Rift, axial Rift. And so this one's even better than that. All the ends are shrink wrapped, or heat shrink, to keep it from fraying. So a lot of time was put in. Probably the last 3 days were put into just doing the wiring. What else? Wheels I'm gonna do today. Let's not forget our Hitec charger. I'll put out a couple little mini videos on it. Put it where you can see it. Hitec RDX4. You can see it has 4 spots for 4 different batteries. I ran 4 all at the same time and had no issues. Now mind you, if you're running that much heat through it, it will turn on the fan a little higher than normal. And the fan adjusts itself, so if it's getting a little warm, you'll barely hear it. But when it's full bore, charging 6S all in 4 spots, the fan gets pretty humming. It sounds like a turbo, so that's kind of neat. But So everybody go check out that charger on Hitec's website. I'm not just saying it because they sponsored me. I'm saying it because it is a kick-ass charger. I'd probably say something similar if I was just being sponsored. I'd say, yeah, it's a good charger. You know, go check them out. But it's not just that. I have a $200 charger over there on the other side of the table that will never get used again because of this charger. So, I mean, that shows you it's faster than that one. It's just all around better. Smaller, faster, stronger. Isn't that a song? I think it's a song. Anyway, so yeah, this is what we've been working for, everybody. I'd like to thank our sponsors, NSDRC. Even before they were a sponsor, I've been using NSDRC on all my builds. I've yet to have any issues, so I keep buying them. Vitavon, obviously. Vitavon gave us a good deal on this chassis and everything, and really respond quick to issues, and their customer service can't be beat. So thank you, Vitavon, for being there for us. I appreciate that. Then, of course, we got Hitec with the RDX4. We've got SBIPrints, which made our rack to hold this thing up. And it's perfect. You guys have seen that in previous videos. We got Hyperflow fans. They're not here yet. We're still waiting on materials for those. So as soon as those get here, they'll get put on and set up. We've got Injora. Thanks to Injora for the lights and for the foams and the tires, the dual stage foams. They're actually pretty sweet. We got Treal as a sponsor. They're not on this project, but I always like to mention them anyway. And then, wow, I hit the camera, sorry guys. Oh, who else do we have? Radiolink. On the small video I posted yesterday, you can see that 8-channel receiver working with the RC8X. Works great. And I think that's it. So after I get this done, probably today, I'm gonna get the wheels all done and get those on, get the spacers on. But then after that, I'm gonna get the Creighton show truck, and I'm gonna put on the new center diff, which is a spool. I'm gonna put on the new front upper Vitavon control arms, the rear Vitavon control arms, and then the front lower control arms. All Vitavon. So all these will be going on to the show Creighton. I also have the scorched steering, which I got to figure out if I'm going to use it or not. I'm not sure. I just realized you can't really see these. So front lower, rear and front upper control arms for the show crate. The show crate currently has aluminum Injora, Injora, Integi parts, and I'm trying to get rid of all the Integi parts on the show crate, so I'm replacing them with these Vitavons. The center diff will come out. I'll put this in, and then the center diffs that's in the show crate will go in the basher, and hopefully have all that done today. So I don't know if you could see that either, but scorched spool center diff. That's gonna look pretty good in there. All right, so I'm gonna finish up what I can on the SCX6 here. Wheels, tires, spacers, and then I'm just waiting on the connector, and I'll button everything up as soon as I get that connector. After I got that done, I am going to later today put the arms from Vitavon onto the show crate and the center diff, and we'll go from there. And then once that's done, I got some updates on the Mini Ascent, the Red Cat Ascent 18, and the Red Cat Ascent. Both of those have some updates on them I got sitting over there. And then we're going to do the Vanquish H10 optic. I've got some parts for it. I don't have a ton of parts for it, but I do have some. And we'll throw them at it and see what happens. Alright guys, look for pictures later today of the wheels on this thing. And other than that, that's today's show. Don't forget about the giveaway. It's 1 week from today, the 19th. And so get your entries in. Tell all your friends to come subscribe and enter. Because somebody's going to get a free RC car no matter what happens. Somebody's going to get it. 10 entries or 1,000 entries, we're going to give away a car. So right now the odds are very good in your favor if you enter, because I think there's only like 20 entries, if that. That little car doesn't appeal to all the rock crawler groups, so nobody's entering it. But that's okay. Somebody will like it, and hopefully a kid will get a hold of it and change their life. So enter the giveaway. Even if you don't want it, enter it and give it to a friend's kid. You know? Somehow get it in the hands of a kid that can use it. Alright. I will see you next time on the Pistrano Show. Thanks everybody. Have a great week.